Good evening and welcome to Sam's Rant. All right, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been chased from WhatsApp. I was told to go on TikTok. I was like, oh my god, this can't be live because it's a 3 minute video and 3 minutes is not enough. We're gonna be here for about maybe 20 to 30 minutes for this rant. If you're lucky, it's only 15. So, anyway, let's get right into it. So, for starters, right, let's talk about Wednesday. Sorry, not Wednesday, Tuesday. Let's talk about Tuesday. So, Tuesday comes, right? We're already like, okay, fine, we just beat Tottenham, right? Man United just beat Tottenham. We're like, okay, cool. Bounce back momentum. We're like, okay, cool. So, which would Atalanta is going to be a young, Telinugu, lo. Instead, Chris saves us twice, right? And then Ollie has the nerve. He has the nerve to throw on Jadon Sancho and Donny van de Beek in the last fucking, 7, 8 minutes? On some, go on, boys. Just like, I don't know what else to do. Just, fuck it. Let's just try this. And you ask yourself, dude, you consistently play McFred. Every day he plays McFred. That's his midfield. And that is the thing that kills him because he's been stubborn and he continues to play it even though it is not effective. I mean, if you look at that game alone, right? Look, I like Scott McTominay. Personally, I always thought young Scott will be the future of the club. But young Scott is effective going forward. Defensively, he is poor. He's trash. And the fact that Scott McTominay only got subbed off at 82 minutes. He played the whole game. And but fine, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just move away from that. Let's move away from that because it's like so disrespectful for Jadon Sancho and Donny van de Beek. Like Donny van de Beek, me personally, I honestly feel like that guy, Shem, I don't know how many careers Ollie has ruined. He's ruined Donny's career. Donny was an international Dutch player. He played in the national squad. He was a starter in the Dutch squad. He got deep in the Champions League with Ajax before he came to Man United. Donny van de Beek is not playing for the Netherlands. And obviously he's not participating in the Champions League. Jadon Sancho. We just bought him, mind you. We just bought him. And then again, I mean, it's literally Donny van de Beek all again because we had just bought Donny. And it's like, Ollie's like, nope, don't want him, really. Jadon Sancho he wasn't a starter for England in the Euros, but he played consistently. He was always coming off the bench. And I mean, for Dortmund in the Champions League, Sancho was like, yeah, it's me and Haaland. It was like Sancho and Haaland. I mean, top tier. Jesse Lingard, 1.1. He's not supposed to still be at the club. He's not supposed to be here, but he's here. And he now is no longer playing for England either. Which begs the question of how does Ollie sleep at night, bruh? Like, how does he sleep at night knowing that he's ruining other players' careers? Just because he was a super sub for Man United, a club legend, mind you. And because he didn't always start, it was like, oh my God, so what? Now everyone must have your career. No, dude, your career was special. Don't taint it by now. God, he's so frustrating. And then we have the board, and the board should have kicked Ollie out after Liverpool because the Tottenham result, Tottenham were crap. They, as a team, were just crap. They were crap. Period. They were crap. That's why we won 3-0. We go to Atalanta, a decent team, and they give us a run for our money. And now Chris must do a Squid Game save there and save Ollie, keep him in a job. What fuckery is that, dude? What fuckery is that? All because he insists on playing McFred. He insists on playing McTominay and Fred in the middle of the park. And fine, I get it. Against Atalanta, Pogba was not up to scratch. But Pogba doesn't know what the fuck is happening. And he's probably mentally clocked out already. He's like, you know what? Ollie's still here. Ollie should have left at Liverpool. He's probably thinking Ollie should have left at Liverpool. If Ollie left at Liverpool and Conte came in, He might have said, you know what, I'll think about it, because maybe the style of play that Conte has shown would be like, okay, Pogba might not like that, but it'd be like, at least it's a decent coach and will actually use me where I'm supposed to be used and use me properly. Because end of the day, guys, we have Matic, nah? And as much as Matic doesn't have legs, all it requires is for Matic to start the game. He starts the game, we control the game, we control the game. We create chances. And then when Matic starts to tire at about 60 minutes, you take him off for a Fred or a McTominay. But I really, really do not want to put McTominay there. I think McTominay is too much of a box-to-box going forward. He's not that kind of player that goes back. Defensively, he's poor. He's poor. But you start Matic. If anything, we should fucking recall James Garner from loan. And then we start Matic, and then second half we put on Garner because we don't have a CDM. We don't... My God. And then Oli has the nerve to go and buy Sancho and some, I'm fine with my midfield. So let's not excuse this behavior. Let's not excuse this. Let's be fucking mad. I am fuming. And it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing because after Liverpool, fans of other clubs, Leeds, Liverpool, they were Chelsea. Their fans were singing Ollie's at the wheel because we are the biggest club in England, hands down. What the Busby Babes means to us, it defines the English Premier League, and we are the embodiment of that. Like, we are that big. So Alex Ferguson had no attachment to us whatsoever, but he came and put a stamp. But speaking, I'm an ex-player la. Why don't we go and find a specialist coach, someone who's got no attachment to us? Why is our entire back room filled with ex-players and ex-coaches? And let's go get proper people because we're a proper club. But no, because the Glazers want to just be like, oh my God, no, Ollie, the club legend protects us. Fuck you guys. Fucking hell. I'm sorry. I'm going on a tangent. Excuse my dog. He likes to bark. He's barking. Anyway, so yeah, obviously I'm very mad because Ronaldo saved us against Atalanta, and we needed the draw to secure getting going through into from group stages in the Champions League, and that was like super important because we don't want to play in the Europa League. Like, and I don't want to be the fan that like I want us to lose so that Oli gets fired. I don't want that. So I reserved my thoughts, and I was like, you know what? Let's wait till Derby Day. Because fine, we drew against Atalanta. It's a fairly good result, but it's a bad result because we didn't deserve to get the draw. We deserve to lose that game. So I'm like, okay, fine, let's wait till Derby Day. Derby Day, not even 7 minutes in, own goal from Eric Bailly. Fine. Astro. This guy. Sorry. So, 7 minutes in, we concede from an Eric Bailly own goal. Now, look, I won't lie. Nah, it was poor because it was like, bruh, like, he could have done better with the clearance, but I don't blame him because at least he attacked the ball. Like, as a defender, that's your job. Attack the ball. Attack the fucking ball. Right? Cool. Aight. Sharp. We get one chance. It took us around, 25, 27 minutes to actually go to, like, attack City. It took us, almost half an hour to get to them, to get into their half of the pitch. That one touch in the opposition box that we had in the first half at the beginning was from Chris. It was from a fairly good ball from Luke Shaw, and unfortunately it was Chris's weaker foot. He couldn't replicate what he did at Atalanta. And I feel like if we had scored that, different game. But you know what? According to the balance of play, it was good that we didn't because it just exposed Oli. So we concede, we don't score, first half ends. That was our only chance of the entire game. That's the last time we had a shot at Man City's goal in our house. Oli sets us up defensively on some let's not concede. And we concede early, right? We concede again before the end of the first half. And look, I won't even lie to you. Like, Dave saved us that game. It should have been another Liverpool. It should have been 5-6-0 because Dave made he made 3 world-class saves, I feel. and two like really good ones. And it's like those were all like chances for City. And if it wasn't for Dave being Dave, I mean, we would have been like 5-6 nil down. Period. Period. So, my God. So the second goal that we concede, I mean, Luke Shaw lets it bounce because he's thinking it's going for a corner. And because Luke Shaw lets it bounce, Dave is like, alright, cool, yeah, I'm chill. So now they're both sleeping. And then Bernardo Silva's wide awake and just says, bah, go. Into halftime. Fine, right? Cool. Then Ollie's like, okay, cool. Second half, I'm gonna throw on Sancho. He takes off Eric Bailly. My thoughts on that? Mistake. That's already a mistake. Astro, shut the fuck up. Sorry. Now, Astro, don't maybe come out there. Sorry. So, I think that was a mistake. I personally think that was a big mistake because Maguire and Lindelof lasted the whole year. We were ready. That's the reason we bought Varane, because we had to play Maguire and Lindelof. I don't know why Ollie didn't trust Bailly before. And look, personally, I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I never really liked Eric Bailly. I always thought he was like rash. Like I thought he was just very like boom boom. You know, he'll slide into what he throw. He's the body on the line defender. Which look, I won't lie, man. Against Atalanta, he was definitely man of the match. That guy, Aisha. He did a job. So I felt like you should have taken off either Maguire or Lindelof, because Maguire wasn't really great and Lindelof wasn't really great either. And if you were to whoever plays with Bailly makes them look better because he will help with that recovery pace. You know, he's quick. So, you know, if you have Maguire and Lindelof, they're both slow, so we have to play deep. And if you have Bailly in one of those two slots, then we can push higher up the pitch in that what do you call it? I guess 4-man backline, I guess. You know, I don't want to mention the formation in particular. Actually, not fuck it. Let's also talk about the formation. So, Ollie decides, I'm going to play 3 at the back, right? At the back, 2 wing backs, and McFred. So, essentially, he defended with 7 players. So every time he got the ball, there was no one to hit it to because there were 7 players behind the ball. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Right? And then he changes it. Now this is why I'm Ollie out now, because if you have a plan, execute your plan. That's it. That's what you got to do. Execute your plan. Don't now go and spend 75 million and then change your plan because shit is tough. That just exposes you. That just says that your initial plan wasn't good enough. So what do you do then? Then you should just bounce, dude. Just bounce, bruh. Like Ollie's a club legend, guys. Ollie is a club legend. Ollie scored arguably the most important goal in our entire team's history. That was Ollie, the baby-faced assassin, the player. All he's doing now is diminishing himself. Like he's tainting that legendary status. It is infuriating. It's infuriating because now he plays on our emotions. Now we sit there like, oh my God, it's Ollie, guys. Fuck that shit. Ollie the player, fantastic. Ollie the coach, bums. He is officially the worst coach in the Premier League because he has no plan. Sean Dyche, for example. Sean Dyche doesn't play an intricate brand of football. He literally plays long ball. His style of play is we will tire you out, we will defend like our lives rely on it, and we will nick a goal. And he's kept them in the Premier League, mind you, for like what? I think this is their 6th year now. So credit to Sean. Sean Dyche is a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Ole has a squad that is worth what? How much are we worth, eh? We have Chris. We have Chris, we have Bruno, Sancho, Varane, Rashford, Greenwood, Martial. Like, we've got a squad, kids. Dave saves, Dean Henderson. Like, imagine how our reserve keeper was keeping Sheffield United in the league 2 years ago. and we have him chilling comfortably on the bench. Comfortably. I'm not saying that Thingy D must become the number one. I'm just saying, like, yo, this is the squad that Ollie has. Like, Ollie's got a proper squad, and the fact that he had the gall to go and find. So he in the summer he said he's like, no, I do not need a midfielder, and all of us are sitting there like, that's the one thing you need, dude. Like, if you got a midfielder and didn't get anything else, if you went and got Declan Rice, for example, and didn't get anything else, you didn't get Varane, you didn't get Chris, you didn't get Sancho, sharp. We would be a better off team because we have enough potential going forward. Like, if throw away Chris, Varane and Sancho, right? You say Yves Bissouma, Wilfred Ndidi, Edouard Camavinga, you say Declan Rice, you put a proper ball-winning midfielder in that midfield, because we never really replaced Carrick, and Carrick wasn't even that. The last proper CDM we had was Owen Hargreaves, and I know Sir Alex was like, Hargreaves is too much of a nice guy. Owen Hargreaves was a fucking star. Owen Hargreaves was a fucking star. That's why him as a pundit, him and Michael Owen as pundits, I respect. Paul Scholes, I like how he low-key exposed the problem with regards to how we play. It was who was it against? The last Champions League game, man. Sorry for the one. Who was it? Fuck, I forget, but it doesn't matter. Paul Scholes, he said some stuff that was a little eye-opening for people that are ignorant and, I guess don't pay attention. But yeah, no, Owen Hargreaves was the last proper CDM we have. And then we had Michael Carrick, who was more of just a generic midfielder, but he had abilities. He was like a jack of all trades, master of nothing, but he was good at it. And we were able to survive because of him. That was the last proper CDM we had. And then we bought Matic, right? But we bought Matic late, I feel. So, and obviously the team around him at the time wasn't really that good. So he wasn't at fault. But right now he's exactly like prime Matic is exactly what we need. What I would give a whole kidney if I would get a prime injury-free Owen Hargreaves. Yeah, that's all we need. And then we just have one sitting midfielder. Just one. Our back four makes sense. We say Dave saves, we say Luke Shaw, we say Maguire, we say Varane, we say Aaron. Done. We have one sitting midfielder. Then you say Pogba, Bruno. Done. Then you say Rashford far left. You say Sancho far right. Chris at the top. Tell me that is not a winning team. And fine, let's say we sacrificed the Ronaldo, Sancho, and Varane signings for a proper CDM. Fine. So let's say we say Declan Rice, right? Say Dave says, we say Luke Shaw, Maguire, Varane, Wan-Bissaka. Cool. Backline, gesort. We say Declan Rice, we say Bruno, we say Pogba. Gesort. On the far left, we say Rashford. At the top, I say Mason Greenwood. And then on the right, pick and choose. Do I want Mata? I mean, Mata obviously is old. I wouldn't want to put Mata. I'd put Ahmed Diallo, really, honestly. Or Pelestri. Or Hannibal. Like, I mean, you could put one of the kids in there. But if you want like a proper pro, then maybe what you do is you put Tony at the top, you put Rashford on the left, and you put Greenwood on the right. But I want to develop Greenwood as like the proper number 9, because Greenwood, any foot. Guys, Greenwood is a national fucking treasure. Oh my God, that boy is going to score goals for days! For days! So, let's not waste him. But anyway, I digress. That's what I would have done. But I'm digressing. So Ollie decided, no, my midfield is fine. McFred, Chalup. Guys, if we're talking about today's game, I know City will dominate possession, fine. But I did not see Scott McTominay at all the whole game. He was completely invisible. He was just running. No tackles. Couple of passes here and there. Same thing with Fred. Couple of passes here and there. The team played poorly because of the way that they were set up to play, and that is all on Ollie. And Ollie's still being employed as all of the Glazers. Like, guys, like, even if we brought Conte in, that's why I wanted him, because I felt like Conte would come and shake shit up. He'd be there like, no, he'd come publicly like, these guys don't want me to buy smang mang and smang mang. They don't have winning ambitions. You know, he'd shake shit up. He'd cause a ruckus in the backroom stuff. Because technically, like, honestly speaking, we never had a director of football for like, what, 15 years? We just got one now. And not even we got someone from outside. We gave someone a promotion from inside the club. Like, you're now a football director. So from him going down, all of them must go. And then, in terms of the board, Ed Woodward was supposed to have left before the season even began. He's still here. The CEO that was supposed to have left, that we've been wanting gone for the longest time, is still here. I don't even talk about the Glazers who just keep us in debt, and I'm just milking it. Because, like, as it stands, the only time Oli gets fired is if top 4 is not possible anymore. That's when Oli gets sacked. They won't sack him now. We've now had 2 embarrassing results at home from 2 of our biggest rivals. And the Liverpool one being the worst because, like I say, like I said a couple weeks back, we'd see Liverpool might not be as big of a rival as Man City geographically, but in like the whole sphere of the league, they are the biggest rival. Like, beating Man City ain't shit. We've been giving Man City hidings, but when our comeuppance was knocking Liverpool off their perch. So it's more important to win against Liverpool. And the fact that we were 4-0 down at halftime, guys. 4-0 down at halftime in our house against Liverpool. That is not acceptable. And now the board has said it's okay for us to lower our standards. It's okay for us to not complain. And then you also have those fans that are like, oh my God, if you win, lose, or draw, we're United all the way. You are the one that's not a proper fan. Because you can't criticize me for saying that is not acceptable. Because my standards are here. If your standards are here and you're saying I'm not a proper fan, you are the one that's not a proper fan. Because win, lose, or draw, Stand by United is not the United way. The United way is being the fucking biggest club in England. The United way is being the Busby Babes of the United way. Being the first club to win the fucking European Cup in England. That is the United way. Dominating England for, a young 20 years. Dominating England. Teams used to be scared to come to our house. Now everyone is excited. They were scared when we came to their house because we had a good away run of not losing. But a lot of those were draws. So it's just, oh my God. It's literally like the David and Goliath thing. We were always Goliath. And now we're not even David. We are shit. We are absolute shit. And Oli gotta go. Because if let's say the owners were like obviously they are the majority of the problem because they haven't fired Oli, but if they were serious, right? If they were not serious, Oli would pick better teams. Like if anything, like for me, I believe that like Oli would at least try to play. Like if you try to play a brand of expansive football and try to actually go out and win games and not go out and try to not lose, you know what I mean? Then he'd be okay. He'd be okay in my book. Because at least he's got a plan and he's trying. Oli's never really had a plan. He's always relied on individual moments of brilliance from the players that we have, because we have brilliant players. I don't know how many times Marcus Rashford saved us. You know. And then brings me to Oli playing people too much. His favorites, as we like to call them. So Marcus Rashford, the whole year last year, basically played injured. And this year, we're seeing him do it again. Because Oli, I don't think Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire have recovered properly from the Euros. That's why they're this bad. They're tired. They're tired. But Oli won't drop them. He won't play Tellers or Bailly. He won't. Varane got injured in France. He wasn't supposed to be back until after the derby that just happened now. Oli brought him back midweek. Actually, wait, he brought him back against Liverpool, didn't he? No, he didn't bring him against Liverpool. He brought him back against Spurs. Sorry. Brought him back against Spurs. And then brought him back again midweek. And he pulls up with the same injury. That's Oli all over again. Bringing players back too soon. And now Varane is injured for almost a month now. What the fuck? Like, that guy is so frustrating. And I mean, you look at players like McFred, right? That he loves. You know, there's like trust, passion, desire. Loves those guys because those are their qualities: trust, passion, and desire. Those aren't attributes. As a professional, you should already have that. That should be in your bag already. But anyway, Oli starts them ahead of Matic and Donny, who arguably are probably the best midfield pairing we have. I'm not even going to talk about putting Pogba in the midfield because he always played Pogba out on the left. I mean, obviously, the best midfield pairing is Matic and Pogba. Because Matic, the truest CDM, Pogba, the truest box-to-box, and Bruno. I mean, obviously, Bruno will always play because, fuck, Bruno has saved us also many a time. But he never sets up like he wants to win a game. He always sets up like, I'm just trying to not concede and lose. And because he does that, you invite the pressure, and then we then become counter-attack FC, Moments FC. Like, come on, guys. It's like, we are hard to watch. We're really hard to watch. And it's really, really, really infuriating because we're fucking Man United, man. And as much as we love Oli has to go. We need something new. And how rude of him to decide to play Sancho and Donny in the last 5 minutes of the game. And then, mind you, against Atalanta, they actually affected the game. In 5 minutes, they did more than Freddie McTominay did the whole game. Sorry, not Freddie McTominay, sorry. I'm used to putting them together. McTominay and Pogba did the whole game. Not to mention his in-game decisions. Those are always poor. Always poor. Always poor. So anyway, yeah, I digress again. I'm so sorry. I digress again. So he takes Bailly off and puts on Sancho. Wrong defender being taken off. Fine. Luke Shaw gets a little injured. Leaves him on for a little bit because Shaw wants to try and continue. Fair enough, respect. And then eventually puts Tellers on. Fine. McTominay and Fred were shit the whole game. The whole game they were shit. I personally would have liked to have seen Matic come on a lot sooner, because I feel like when Matic comes on, he can get the ball in those tight spaces and calm things down. Play it out. He'll even drop back with the centre half and play it out, giving us a bit of control over the game. Dololo. He then brings on Donny for a young 10 minutes. Guys, Oli has to bounce, guys. Oli has to bounce, guys. He has to bounce. I'm not even going to talk about Rashford because, I mean, Rashford is really off form right now. Like, he's really bang off form right now. Maguire's off form right now. Like, Maguire's captaincy should be stripped. He should be dropped. I feel like he should be stripped of captaincy so he can focus on his own thing. He mustn't focus on his thing and then also being the leader of Man United. Like, the captaincy should go to Chris, straight up. I wanted to go to Bruno initially, but obviously Oli was like, so fine. But give it to Chris now, because Chris is actually the only one who shouts at people on the field. Really. Bruno does, but Chris has got more pedigree. You know what I'm saying? So just make Chris captain. Just make some changes, dude. Like, but oh my god, like, his substitutions are horrible. They are horrible. So, yeah. That's my rant. So yeah, from here on forth, because I know I talk too much. I mean, this has been going on for 30 minutes. So yeah, you'll now find these rants here. I'm running away from people chasing me away, because you can't chase me away from here. Now you came to find me, so no escaping. Anyway, fucking Oli out. Because we're trash. We're trash. Like, we are really bad. Like, it's difficult to watch Man United, and it's now ruined by my entire weekend. So yeah, Otherwise, you all stay safe. Take care. Don't watch United highlights. Don't do it to yourself. It was bad. It was really bad. I know there's a lot of things that I didn't touch on, but I feel like I don't have capacity. You know, I'm so mad. I'm fuming. I don't have capacity to touch on those things. So I just want to touch on the things that really, like burning through my soul. So I can always come back on and we can discuss it a little bit more if you guys would like. Since it's on YouTube, like it, I guess. Subscribe if you'd like. Share the video. Whatever the fuck. Hop on the comment section. Tell me you guys' thoughts. Yeah. Otherwise, Sam signing out. Keep it easy.